afternoon. Welcome to the 11th edition of The Edge. I'm Grace Belisle.
And I'm Jackson Spencer. On this edition of The Edge, we see why ag science students are playing in dirt.
We get an update on the building expansion.
We talk about the job fair.
And much more.
It's planting season in Agriscience. The ag science class has begun planting flowers in the greenhouse for the FFA Plant Sale this week. The Edge's Kyle Swartz has the details.
Thanks, Jackson. The smell of fresh dirt is one of the signs that spring is right around the corner and calls for the beginning of the work in the greenhouse. Students in agriculture science are preparing for this year's annual plant sale. We went out to the greenhouse to see what the class was working on.
I'm working on seeding, so I'm just seeding like 100 seeds right now. And then the other station, they're potting the plants, and then they're also planting saplings.
We started filling hanging baskets, which will hang once they're grown, and we filled them with crystals, which will help with moisture retention. And then in those baskets, we put geraniums.
The students were in the greenhouse for 3 days, from March 1st to March 3rd for the plant sale.
We are planning to sell them once they bloom this spring to help fund our FFA program and send our kids to CDEs.
Last year the sale was a great success. We wanted to see what the students expected for this year's sale.
A lot, honestly. Last year, I was surprised. I have like a video of it, and it's like it's so pretty and colorful in here. It looks amazing.
I expect that it's going to be very hectic, but I think we won't run into a lot of the issues that we ran into last year.
We will update you on the progress of the plans and the outcome of the sale. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Kyle Swartz.
We will keep you updated as the plans keep growing within the year.
The job fair is coming to EdTech on April 20th. Students will be able to talk to employers, show their resumes and portfolios, and even have a chance to get on-the-spot interviews.
From 12 to 2, so we will sign students up or give them a time frame prior. So for example, certain classes may go from 12 to 12:15 so that employers aren't bombarded with a large amount of students at one time.
Yes, what's actually going to happen is before the job fair, I am going to hand out a form. It's going to be online where the students can actually go and click on the companies and do some research first and see what jobs are available.
When we do this job fair, the employers that we invite first are those that have partnered with the tech center and have worked with students in the past and hired on co-ops and had students come out for work site experiences or donated materials in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes it's various other parts of what we call work-based learning. It might be where students, the whole classroom goes in for a tour of a facility, but those are the kind of partnerships that we develop with these businesses in and around Lapeer County.
So it has questions about what you're doing to prepare as a student for the job fair. What things are you doing, such as practicing interviewing, updating a resume, things like that. And then other questions are like, what can we do as a staff and the employers to best suit our students' needs?
PSC has been working hard on fixing one of their broken tractors. The Edge's Trent Savage has the story.
Here at Lapeer EdTech, as you see behind me, the PSE or the Power Sports Equipment got their hands on a strange, mythical tractor of some sorts, and they've stripped it apart and they're going to be putting it back together like a Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man suit. Here's what they had to say.
Well, the tractor has just been sitting pretty much outside. It's just been, well, we had to drag it in here with the forklift because it does not move or drive, because we had to split it in half because of the clutch, because it needs a new clutch. We had to pull it apart with the forklift.
The job took about a week total to complete, and the students had some help from their instructor.
To split the tractor took us about a week total. I have a background in agriculture repair, so I was pretty comfortable taking a project like this in. We actually split and installed a clutch in the farm tractor last year as well.
Students normally work on small machines like lawnmowers, and dirt bikes. Mr. Thomas thinks the students enjoy a change of scenery. The PSE students weren't the only ones that helped with this project.
Well, maintenance brought it over to diesel at first, and we brought it in the shop. We were able to diagnose it. It needs its clutch replaced. But we didn't have the room nor the time to split the tractor apart in order to replace it. So they sent it over there to RVR.
Reporting from the Edge, I'm Trent Savage. You stay classy.
Extra workers outside have been hard at work on the EdTech Center's expansion. It has been about 130 days since the building expansion started. The workers poured the cement for the flooring on Monday the 6th.
So right now, the shell is 100% as of today. We just finished the roof. We've began a lot of our mechanical, electrical, and plumbing trades have been working steady here over the last 3 months or so, getting rough end done. We've got all our underground plumbing is done and inspected. We've got the majority of our electrical rough end is complete in there. We've done all our tie-in work inside the existing building. Like I said, the roof just got finished today. We are currently today and tomorrow prepping for the concrete floors, which will begin next week.
The workers have been working through the snow and rain. The building is set to be finished late May or early June.
One talented North Branch student is being recognized this week for his unique use of horseshoes. The Edge's Bethany Urbanik tells us more.
A morning student in welding has been making cool art pieces out of horseshoes. We decided to take a closer look into how he's making these cool pieces.
Dylan Murphy, a junior at North Branch High School, has been making things like crosses in a bowl out of horseshoes that have been given to him by local people and friends.
It was for a project in school, so I was pretty good at welding, so I thought I'd just do this.
One of the welding pieces he did was of a Bronco, and that was a school project. It took him a day or two to plan, and using what he learned from class, he applied it to the project and completed it in 4 days.
Mainly cutting out the right length for him and getting him hot and bending him up.
We are proud of all he's doing and hope he keeps up the good work. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Bethany Urbanik.
I would like to personally ask Dylan Murphy for a life-size statue of Daniel Guthrie, if that's possible.
Well, we are back from the BPA state competition.
And we are excited to tell you
that Christina Weeks has a story.
Thank you, Grayson Jackson. From Thursday, March 9th to Sunday, March 12th, the ITNet and both of the DMA teams visited Grand Rapids for the Business Professionals of America competition. The weekend was full of adventure, laughs, and awards. To start the weekend, the DMA class visited an arcade while the hotel was getting ready. Everyone raced in go-karts, where Mr. McNulty passed Jackson Spencer despite starting in the very back of the line. Afterwards, the teams flocked to the arcade where Riley McLean and Chloe Wood won hundreds of tickets. On Saturday, everyone was feeling the pressure as they prepared for their competitions, but afterwards was feeling confident.
I think it went pretty well. They gave us some pointers and things that will help us in the future, but overall, we did really good.
Meanwhile, the ITNet students had to be ready for their SAT equivalent test.
I had to take 2 50-question tests. Each had an hour-long time limit, and very, very interesting and difficult questions.
To pass the time, everyone watched the opening ceremony, talked to colleges, enjoyed the BPA dance, and ate delicious food. When Sunday finally came around, it was time for the awards.
I placed 3rd in device configuration and troubleshooting and 12th, I think, in Linux.
Computer network technology, and I believe I came 10th in that.
The AM class, they participated in video production, and they placed 5th overall in the state. And then the PM class, we participated in broadcast news, and we placed 3rd overall, which means we are going to the national competition.
Only the DMA broadcast team has decided to go to Anaheim, California for nationals and will be leaving April 26th to April 30th. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Christina Weeks.
We're going to Cali!
And with that comes some hefty funding.
Which of course means we are doing another fundraiser.
The DMA class is making senior posters for anyone interested. The picture can be alone or with a group of friends, but every copy costs $30.
If interested, stop by DMA for a copy of the sign-up sheet. Please get your papers in as soon as possible to confirm your spot.
Well, that's all for this edition of The Edge.
Make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok at The Edge LC. I'm Jackson Spencer.
And I'm Grace Belisle, signing off.
The Edge is supported by NA Assembly, designing, developing, and manufacturing performance systems since 1998. And Sheena's Marketplace, proud to be your Romeo Spartan grocery store. And Rivard, All, and Associates Real Estate Team, exceptional service at an exceptional price.